Okay, hello Gotham gang, and welcome to our comic comparison. And this week we realized we have never talked about Commissioner Gordan, or Jim Gordan. He's not commissioner yet. Another big difference between the comic book and the TV show. So we've talked about this a little bit, where Gordan is so good in the comic book. Like, he's really like by the book. Generally, in most universes, by the book and super good, like always law-abiding. And he's crossed so many lines on this show. So that is one huge difference that we've seen. But I don't know really like the early like Commissioner Gordan, like what his sort of history is. And whether he was close to crossing the line a lot in the comic books before Batman and all of that, because we know it was very dark, a dark Gotham before Batman got there.
Yeah,
it's never really lightened up ever.
No.
I guess the big thing for me and why I love Gordan is because he was so by the books, and he went into a very corrupt Gotham as just a police officer, a regular officer, and he worked his way up to commissioner after Commissioner Loeb dies. And it's an amazing thing to be like the one beacon of light in that super dark city. So I always had such a an admiration for his character because I loved him.
Because he had integrity and he stood by in the most difficult place to stand by those kind of standards.
Yeah,
he did it.
And the one time he did have one like flaw, and it was cheating on his wife, and he cheated on his wife,
that's right, Barbara,
with another woman who was a police officer and a detective like he was, and it still haunts him, although he's in love with her. That's like one of his big flaws. And like the one thing that he's like really done, like he's let a couple things slide, and he believes in Batman and believes in his agenda. But other than that, like he's just a good man and a good father, and that's why whenever something ever in the comic books happens bad to Gordan, you feel so terribly about it, and you feel it so bad. That's why The Killing Joke is such an amazing comic book, because they go after Gordan, and you don't go after Gordan.
Devastating.
Yeah.
Huh. Anything to add, you guys?
Actually, we didn't talk about this in the main show, but I would like to talk about the end of this mid-season finale, the development of what Gordan actually does. To your point of he's such a good guy and such whatever.
And then he kills
Galavan. And so, like, for me, I did feel like it was a weird sort of betrayal that hadn't been fully earned this season. That, like, there was no reason why he wouldn't just let Penguin kill him. Like why he had to, in my mind.
Yeah. But I see him not risking it, especially after last episode when Officer Parks died because he didn't kill the guy when he had the chance.
That's true.
And so he was like, I'm not going to let that happen again, especially when his pregnant girlfriend is at stake.
Well,
you know.
I agree, but he was watching Penguin kill him. Like, why, you know?
But why not have Penguin do the dirty work? Which is what I was going to say when you were talking, Kristin, is also like when Batman shows up, he has Batman to kind of do all the dirty stuff, and without him having to do it, which would be like breaking the law and whatever, but he has this vigilante to kind of take care of that for him. But maybe before Batman, he did kind of have to do,
I like that,
like cross the line.
I think he had to, because I think Penguin already had a chance. Like, he could have killed him a while ago, you know. And I think
several chances.
He had several chances, and so I think he was like, you know what? You already had your chance. If you want something right, you know, if you want to do it right, you do it yourself. So I think that's why he was just like, you know what I'm saying.
But it seemed weird because Penguin was hardcore, like, angling. He's like, no, he's got to die. He's got to die.
He's got to die. And he's like, this is for my mom. And he's beating him up. And then Galvan's like, kill me. And then Jim's like, okay. I don't know.
I'm kind of, okay.
Let's hear your guys' thoughts on Gordan. Oh, no, go ahead.
I'm kind of glad that he killed him, that he was the one to do it, because I feel like it made him more believable as a character.
Interesting.
Because
And he weighed it. It's not like he was just like, oh, okay, and shot him.
You could see the turmoil,
yeah,
especially when when they first got him, and in the very beginning when everybody was busting in, and he was like thinking about it,
Right.
So I like the fact that he did it. I really think that it adds more depth to his character.
Where he's like, he knew it was for the right reasons.
Right.
I think. Yeah, and that's what you got it with Gordan.
Yep.
As long as it's the right thing to do. He really believes it's the right thing to do. So let us know what you guys think about Gordan, TV show versus comic book, and actually any of the TV shows. Batman animated, old Batman TV series from the 60s. Let us know. All right, thank you guys, and we'll see you when we come back, beginning of the second half of the season.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
For more of the Gotham After Show,
Click that button down there.
And subscribe to the Stream.tv.